Good morning, everybody. It's me, your boy. Would you take a look at that? It looks like I've died today and come back to life as an angel. That's wonderful. You know, I guess this week is really just news week. I can't complain. On Tuesday, update released. Yesterday was Snapshot and Beta Day. Today we have Minecraft Now and even more Minecraft news. In this video that you're currently experiencing, we're going to talk all about Minecraft Now. I'll sum it up for you. And then we're going to talk a little bit about 1.19 news, including a potential 1.19 bundle confirmation. The bundle community rejoices at this. And I rejoice at that too. If you feel any positive emotions right now, then definitely leave a like on this video. If you're feeling any other emotions right now, I'm potentially sorry about that depending on what they are. Could you please still leave a like on this video? Also, if you're new here, subscribe. It'll change your life, I promise. And enjoy the recap. We'll start today's video with Minecraft Now because it literally just happened like an hour ago. So this month's Minecraft Now was focused on frogs. If you can think back to December, which I did make a video covering, December's Minecraft Now was all about the Caves and Cliffs update because at that time, the Caves and Cliffs update was new. February's Minecraft Now was completely canceled, didn't happen, and here we are. February, frogs. You see the connection? Nothing is a coincidence. This month, Minecraft Now featured Lydia as the host again, Alexander, and Agnes. Now, Alexander and Agnes are both two developers, even more specifically, two developers working on the frogs, so essentially, they're something of an expert. This month's Minecraft Now, just like the last one, was split into a couple different sections. The section that honestly we probably care the most about happened right at the beginning, the information on frogs. Now, in this month's Minecraft Now, unfortunately, there was no date reveal for 1.19 snapshots, no new information on 1.18.2, none of that stuff. There also wasn't really any new mechanics or anything shown off about the frogs, but we did get more information, a little bit more of a look into the development and their features and the developers' thinking behind them. Alexander and Agnes had a goal. The goal seemed to be relatively simple at first. Just go out into the wild and find the three types of frogs. You have the cold one, the warm one, and then the other one that I have no clue what to call it. We'll call it the neutral frog. They had to find these three frogs, but then, boom, big plot twist. The chat was throwing effects at them, most of them bad effects. Now, the whole time, while the developers were actually trying to find the frogs, they were, of course, talking about them and answering the chat's questions. So, information that I pulled from Minecraft Now. Of course, first off, variants are based on the temperature of the biome that the tadpole grows up in. That's nothing new. We already knew that. That's how it's worked the whole time. Frog breeding. Frog breeding initial plan was actually completely different than it is now. Now, if you've been keeping up with the betas lately, frogs are bred currently with slime balls. You give a slime ball, a frog goes to the water, lays the frog spawn, terrible name, it hatches, and then tadpole. The initial plan, like when the frogs were shown off at Minecraft Live, was actually to have them be bred with fireflies. You would feed a frog a firefly and then another one, and then same cycle. However, the developers did a little bit more research and found out that apparently that's poisonous or something, and typically poisoning things, especially small animals, not considered a good thing, believe it or not. So yeah, fireflies, they were the original way to breed the frog. I think maybe in that Minecraft Live recap, I might have said that I was thinking that, and if I didn't say it, I was thinking that. I mean, it seemed to make perfect sense. You take a firefly, I mean, they're in the literal same biome. It would have been so cool, but unfortunately, the frogs had to get poisoned by that, so that's gone. It seems like it's going to be slime balls forever, and that also kind of makes sense because slime live inside of the swamp. Now, they said nothing about this, but this makes me wonder if the frog will even, eat the firefly in game anymore, or is that just completely scrapped? Think back to one of the first frog betas. There was actually a weird bug where frogs could actually eat goats. Well, that was basically a joke. When Alexander was coding the frogs into the game, he put that like that, I think literally as a joke, and yeah, it was a joke. Another question from the chat, are frogs tameable? Which really got me thinking. Maybe the chat should just, watch my videos. I mean, I know the answer to that. You know the answer to that. Me and you, we're enlightened over here. But yeah, no, frogs are actually not tameable. If you want to move a frog around, well, then you're going to have the frog on a lead, maybe in a boat or something, just like other mobs. Because frogs can also not go in buckets. Another thing that you and I knew, this is exactly proving my point. Just watch these videos. Only the tadpole can go inside of the bucket because it's big enough to fit inside of a bucket, at least according to the developers, which raises an interesting question. So the axolotl, the frog, if you put them both in game, the axolotl appears to be bigger, correct? Yes, it definitely is bigger. The axolotl can go inside of a bucket, but the frog is too big to go inside of a bucket? Hold on. I don't know, I don't want to be that person, but I'm just saying. I do definitely think that there should maybe be a better way to move frogs around, though. Because if you think about it, the whole point of frogs is you take a tadpole to a spot, wait for it to grow up, and then maybe you would like bring it back to your base. What if that biome that you're looking for, like the warm one, is like really far away? Moving the frog back is definitely going to be a hassle, and moving the frog to the nether for the whole froglight thing, that's going to be annoying too. I kind of think frog in a bucket isn't a bad idea. And then you place the bucket down in the nether, and obviously the water would just go away, but the frog could live there. I don't know. Growth time, hatch time. The developers talked a little bit about it in the stream as well. So right now, the current version of frog spawn takes 3 to 10 minutes to hatch. It's a randomized variable. Could be 3 minutes, could be 10, could be anything in between. Once that tadpole hatches, and in this scenario is thriving, is inside of the water, it's going to then take the normal amount of time for a Minecraft mob to go from the baby version to the adult version. So frog information, that's basically what we got from the stream. Let's move on to frog light information. Now, frog light information, first off, I might have missed it or something, but it looked like the frog lights inside the stream were the old texture. There's a new texture as of yesterday. Yet another thing that you would know if you watched yesterday's video. Aha. Froglights. The original concept behind froglights was, of course, to have them exist, but a froglight would happen, or like drop on the ground or whatever. The froglight block would have been born when a frog ate a firefly. It's perfectly logical and makes exact sense. However, the whole poison thing, and I guess frogs not eating fireflies, no froglight like that, so that was scrapped. The actual froglight mechanic is, of course, have a frog eat a small magma cube. Now, why small magma cube? That seems kind of random, you say? Well, that's actually not so random. Think about it. A frog eats baby slime because it looks tasty. Baby slime looks just like baby magma cube. Baby magma cube, a frog light. Magma cubes are kind of light, right? There you go. There's the logical explanation. The developers consider froglights a valuable block because it's going to be a little bit trickier to get. And then there was also a comment about maybe like 6 or 7 people, maybe a little bit more, working on the frogs in total. So for frogs, froglights, that's basically it for Minecraft now. After Agnes and Alexander were trying to find the frogs and actually failed, then we moved on to viewer submissions. And there were some really cool viewer submissions. Warden theme was the theme. Some really interesting mob concepts that I would actually love to see a mod created for or something like that. Something called a snuffler, a goat warden, which was basically a yeti. Really cool. And unfortunately, no Shrek warden, which means it's time to move on. So after that, the developers went over to the Mojang server and toured it. They built a gigantic birch tree. It's a thing. And then that's basically it. There was a little bit of a community recap, a little minigame at the end. Check that out on the Minecraft channel if you want to. But that's it. Minecraft Now, February 22, summed up. It was really cool, and I like the developers are doing this, like directly interacting with the community chat and actually showing things off. And I really wonder if once snapshots actually start for 1.19, will they maybe show off upcoming features and stuff? Because I think when the stuff was first revealed, it was stated that they would maybe be doing that eventually. So, yeah. It's a really cool idea, and I hope they keep doing it. I think the next one is going to happen on March 10th from the looks of the Minecraft YouTube channel. But anyways, Minecraft Now, February 2022. If you feel like watching the hour-long stream, it's on the Minecraft channel. Let's go ahead and move on to some 1.19 news and other stuff. This week so far over on Twitter, we have experienced even more physical violence from the developers in the form of 1.19 taunting and teasing. We'll start with this one right here from Allraf. Aha, a tongue twister of sorts. Will you ally yourself with the LA? Yeah. Alright, so in reality, this one doesn't really mean too much. There's not too much to look into here, but I thought I would throw it in here. It happened. Next up, KojoMax99, another tweet that out of context means essentially nothing. Would you hold the door? If you can think back to last week, KojoMax tweeted that trapdoor teaser. This is probably, assumedly, related to Mangrove Wood. And then we also have this haiku from KojoMax99, Deep Dark City Sauna. It sounds wonderful. So those are a couple tweets that I saw that are notable, but also at the same time, not really notable. We're not going to spend too much more time on it. We'll just go ahead and move on. The placefeature command is now on Bedrock Edition as well. Now for this story, I want to send a big shout out to MCPE for the beacon. I first found this information on Beacon's Twitter inside of this thread right here. Now, there's a little bit more to it. According to this tweet, it's colored blue, which apparently means it's a dev command. Honestly, didn't realize the dev commands are blue, but in-game, yes, can definitely confirm that. Now, why is all of this relevant? Well, this is relevant because this is a new 1.18.2 command. If you follow the Java snapshots, you might remember this thing from a couple weeks ago. I think it was added maybe like 1 snapshot ago or maybe 2, but yeah, it's pretty new. And it looks like it'll be on Bedrock too. And that brings us here to the really big one. So big shout out to Diamond Craft on Twitter for this one. I found this text from 1.18.10. And then this is the text. This is what they found. Controller button tip place in bundle. Place in bundle. Place in bundle. Do you know what this means? Oh man, I think this can only mean one thing. This can only mean exactly that Java Edition has actually been ahead of the game the whole time with a 1.19 item. It looks like, from the looks of those commands in 1.18.10, the bundle, this wonderful looking thing right here, might actually make its way to Bedrock Edition soon. See, from my understanding with this one, the bundle was pushed back, delayed because they couldn't figure out how to get it to work on Bedrock Edition, or basically there was a problem with it there. And if we apparently have things like this inside of the game files that directly reference something called a bundle, and I know what a bundle is, there's a pretty good chance. Bedrock might have the Skulk stuff, frogs, stuff like that, and they're all really, really cool, but Java Edition has actually had a 1.19 feature, or maybe even two of them, Skulk Sensor, since 1.17. Now, if you can recall, the most recent Bedrock beta also changed the goat horn a little bit, new animation right there. There's actually a whole like hotbar cooldown thing. It's really, really cool. Seems like both the goat horn, the bundle, might make it into 1.19. But what do you think? Do you think this is a sign bundle will be in 1.19? What about the goat horn? Let me know your thoughts down below. Finally, last but not least, the final thing that I'd like to talk about today is Minecraft Preview. If you haven't heard about it, it's basically the new beta system. Bedrock Edition betas are getting canceled, replaced with previews, and that's happening very soon. You can get to the previews in a separate app, so basically, you can have the normal Bedrock Edition, like without the beta, and then you can have the preview, this thing right here. The big news, it's officially out on Windows 10, it's out on Xbox, it's out on like, I think basically everything, so you can check it out. Now, in terms of the difference between Bedrock Edition and being enrolled in the betas and the preview, it's basically like literally the same, at least as far as I'm aware, as the most recent Bedrock Edition beta. Which, speaking of, forgot to show you this screen. This will become the new resource pack selection screen. Just like the rest of the UI, super easy to understand, it looks really clean. The resource packs I have, they look like this right here. That's all super straightforward, it makes sense, and looks great. Minecraft Now, February 2022, a little bit of Minecraft news. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. All of the links that you're looking for are down in the description, like my Twitter, my Instagram, everything like that. Check that out. Brand new survival episode coming tomorrow, so get ready for that. Going to be really, really cool. And that's it. That's all I have for you. Big shout out Patron Gang, Archangel, Ground Crazy May, and Lord Zenera. Thank you all so much for the support. Thank you all for watching. It's been me, your boy. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.